So what's the response been from the guys after this little lull the last couple games?
Positive response. I liked our approach yesterday when we came in and gave the guys off Sunday, get away from it a little bit, clear our minds, recharge mentally and physically. And guys came in yesterday. I meet with each of our guys every day individually, and I liked some of the responses I got to some of my questions. I liked some of the points that some of our guys brought up. A few of our guys suggested a meeting yesterday, and that's what we did. We watched film on the Vandy game, and then we met for a long time. And I think it was productive. I mean, to this point, we'll see. We'll see how much carryover we have. We were really sharp last night defensively in practice. Ended up going later than normal because of that meeting. And that's where our focus needs to be. We need to recommit and refocus to defending at the level at which we're capable. And everything else take care of itself.
Aside from defense, was there a main takeaway from that discussion that kind of resonated with everybody?
Yeah, probably just not handling success real well, which we've talked about for a long time. And we've talked with our team about it for a long time. We're not a good enough team to think we've accomplished something because somebody votes us to be in the top 25 or because we openly play with a big win at Arkansas. We want to know at that point. And really since then, our defensive numbers have steadily declined. Our attention to detail on that end hasn't been the same, even through wins. You know, we've been fortunate in a couple games where we beat a good opponent, but we didn't play up to our capability defensively. And it's not something that you play with. It's not. I'm hopeful that we can get back to that level of defending. If our focus is right and we sell back out to it, as opposed to coming into games with our focus on different things, with our focus on, again, I've said it a bunch, but playing in front of our friends and playing in front of the rowdies and resting on our laurels and being overly comfortable because we're at home and maybe we can beat these guys by making more jump shots than these guys. It's not who we are. And we're capable of being really good defensively. We've shown it at times, and that's the challenge to our guys right now.
This is more of a national story, but it was released this morning that I think midway through February, the tournament committee is going to release who the top 16 seeds are. Did you look at that positively or negatively?
Not at all, honestly. I don't think it has any bearing on us at all. We're a ways off from any of that. We've got to get a couple stops. Find a way to get 2-3 stops in a row before we worry about any of that stuff, man. We've had over the last 3-4 games, we've had stretches defensively where people had their way with us. Vandy comes in here and just wow, they were tremendous. We got to get back to guarding somebody.
And then a question about LSU with Craig Victor. I think Coach Jones said that he wasn't going to play again for LSU. How much easier is it to prepare for LSU without their leading rebounder?
I think Victor was a good player for them, and I think he presented some toughness and physicality for those guys. But they've adjusted. I mean, they're starting 4 and 5 are talented guys. I'm not sure they're as good a rebounding team. I'm not quite sure if we lost our leading rebounder, you know, you'd have to find a way to get it done by committee. But now you've got it at their 4 or 5. You've got 2 guys that can post, that can offensive rebound, they can drive it, they can shoot the 3. So they're talented. Their front line is talented. The guards are talented. Blakeney and Sampson are 2 of the most athletic, explosive guys in the league. 2 of the guys, in my opinion, that you throw in the hat in terms of that you'd put up there with that can compete with most of the other guys in the league in terms of being able to create their own shot. And then Skylar Mays is emerging has a big, long, talented freshman point guard. He's coming off a heck of a game at Arkansas. Really, really impressive there. So they've got a lot of weapons.
Obviously on defense, the difference in numbers between, just first and second half, especially at home, would be kind of noticeable. Just what reasons would you attribute, just the kind of decline in the second?
I don't know. I wish I had an answer. In fact, you brought that up, so I'll go ahead and give you some numbers here, if I can remember them from yesterday. We talked for so long yesterday as a staff, so long as a team, and then we jumped into LSU, of course. We're kind of in a fog here, but I'll do my best. Defensively, in our 12, against the 12 highest rated opponents that we've played, the first 4 minutes of second halves, we're giving up 76% from the field. 76%. And a defensive rebounding percentage of 60%. And offensively, we have 5 assists to 12 turnovers. So it's just, it's all of the above to start second halves. Now, early in the season, when we thought it was a problem, we started having half times in practice. I think I've told you guys that. I've never been a part of that. It was a really creative suggestion by Duke Werner, who's got a couple rings, and we thought, hey, great idea, and it hasn't helped. We've tried watching more film at halftime, it hasn't helped. We've tried watching less film at halftime, it hasn't helped. We've tried getting out there and doing shell defense to start the second half, that hasn't helped. I don't get it. I don't understand. The other team has to get themselves going too, and it seems like just about every game the other team does a better job of that. I've got to keep searching. I haven't found the answer. Our guys, to a certain extent, have to put it on themselves as well. We addressed it again yesterday, but it's something that if you talk about something enough, at some point the question comes, how important is it to you? How bought in are we to the fact that it's a major deficiency of ours? If we're not bought into it after those numbers were given to our guys yesterday, then I'm not sure we're going to get bought into it. And it might just be a personnel deal. I told our guys yesterday we're going to evaluate whether you make shots or not, whether you screw up in the execution of a play or not in the first half. The one thing we're going to look at doing in Baton Rouge is try to put a lot of weight into the highest energy guys in the first half, and maybe go with the 5 that play the hardest in the first 20 minutes just to get us going to start that second half, because we got a few guys, for whatever reason, it just takes them a minute to get going.
What's Canyon's status?
Just questionable. Duke honestly thought a couple hours ago, probably 50-50, whether he plays or not. He sprained it. There was swelling. I saw it yesterday, and he was off to a good start in practice too. It was, disappointing for him and for our team, of course. He actually sprained it on a score. Got to the basket and made a floater and landed on somebody's foot.
Do you know if it was a high ankle sprain or just?
I'm not sure. I don't even know the difference. I know. I'm glad Duke thought that there's maybe an outside chance that he plays. So hopefully we're not looking at extended period of time.